All right, let's dive deep into the heart of the hockey world, where the ice is cold, the stakes are high, and the waiting game is testing everyone's patience. Get ready for an exclusive look at the Montreal Canadiens' strategic hunt for that elusive top six forward. Are you feeling that familiar tug of anticipation, that gnawing impatience that only a true hockey fan understands? Because if you bleed blue, blanc, et rouge, you know the Montreal Canadiens are playing a high-stakes game of chess, not checkers, in the trade market. And right now, the board is set, but the pieces aren't moving quite as fast as we'd like. The question isn't if the Habs will make a move, but when, and more importantly, who will be the player to ignite that top six forward group? 4 months now, it's been an open secret across the league. The Montreal Canadiens are on the prowl. They're hunting for a top six forward, a piece that could elevate this promising roster from a playoff hopeful to a genuine contender. We've heard the whispers, seen the speculation, and watched the rumor mill churn. But as we stand here today, it feels like we're all stuck in a holding pattern. The market, my friends, is as frozen as a puck in a deep freeze, and the Habs, for now, are forced to play the long game. Let's talk about the big fish, the name that's been on everyone's lips, Nazem Kadri. The Calgary Flames veteran center has been linked to more teams than there are Zambonis in the NHL, and the Canadiens have consistently been at the forefront of that conversation. He's got the grit, the skill, the playoff experience. Everything you'd want in a veteran presence. But here's the rub, the frustrating truth that's keeping us all on the edge of our seats. The Flames, bless their hearts, are still in denial. According to an October 30th piece by RG Media, citing an anonymous NHL source, I haven't heard anything as imminent on Kadri. Calgary hasn't indicated that he's available yet. They still think they could turn this thing around. Now, let's just take a moment to digest that, shall we? The Flames are dead last in the entire NHL, with a paltry 8 points in 14 games. Their record stands at a dismal 3-9-2, and their goal differential is a soul-crushing -17. Turn this thing around? With all due respect to the Flames organization, are they watching the same hockey we are? This isn't a slump. This is a full-blown existential crisis for a team that, by all accounts, should be contemplating a rebuild, not a miraculous turnaround. So, the question becomes, how much longer can Canadiens, or any interested team for that matter, afford to wait for Calgary to come to terms with reality? Kadri is 35 years old. While still a highly effective player, his age becomes a significant factor if the Flames are indeed staring down the barrel of a multi-year rebuild. Moving him now, while his value is still high, seems like the most logical path forward for Calgary. Yet, they cling to hope, leaving the rest of the league, and particularly the Canadiens, in a state of suspended animation. Our sources indicate that we might have to wait another 3 to 4 weeks before the Flames finally make up their minds about Kadri's future. 3 to 4 weeks. In the fast-paced world of professional hockey, that's an eternity. It's a testament to the Habs' strategic patience. But it's also a source of growing frustration for fans who are eager to see this roster take the next step. But the Canadiens aren't putting all their eggs in one basket, and that's the mark of a well-run front office. They've been doing their due diligence, scouting the league and exploring other avenues for that coveted top six forward. And while a center is their ideal target, they're keeping their options open. One name that emerged as a potential fallback, a solid contingency plan, is Alexander Wennberg of the San Jose Sharks. Now, the Sharks are in a very different boat than the Flames. They're not clinging to false hope. They're actively embracing a youth movement. The anonymous source in the RG Media piece also highlighted Wennberg as a player who could become available, especially as the Sharks look to integrate their promising rookie, Michael Misa, further up the depth chart. If Misa can handle the demanding role of a second-line center, then Wennberg, a reliable two-way forward, could very well be on the move. However, just like with Kadri, the Canadiens find themselves in another waiting game. It's still early days for the Sharks to fully assess Misa's readiness for an expanded role. Developing young talent is a delicate balance, and rushing a player can do more harm than good. So, while the consensus around the league is that Wennberg will eventually be available this season, the exact timeline remains murky. It's a classic case of supply and demand, with the supply side still figuring out its own internal dynamics. The Habs are watching, they're waiting, and they're calculating. Now, here's where the narrative takes a more optimistic turn, a crucial piece of information that allows the Canadiens to exercise this remarkable patience. The good news, the truly excellent news, is that the Habs are not in an urgent, desperate need to make a trade right now. This isn't a team scrambling to plug holes due to a rash of injuries or underperformance. In fact, quite the opposite. The club has been relatively healthy this season, a stark contrast to previous years. The biggest question mark heading into the season, the talented but injury-prone Kirby Dach, has managed to stay in the lineup, a massive relief for the organization and the fan base. His consistent presence has provided stability and offensive punch that was sorely missed. If Dach can maintain his health and continue to contribute at a high level, it significantly reduces the immediate pressure on the Canadiens to rush into a trade. They can afford to be selective, to wait for the right player at the right price, rather than overpaying out of desperation. This isn't a team in crisis. It's a team building methodically, strategically, and with an eye on the bigger picture. But make no mistake, while there's no immediate urgency, the Canadiens will almost certainly be active as we approach the trade deadline. Why? Because this team looks poised to make a strong run, and deep playoff runs demand depth. You can never have too many reliable forwards, especially when the physicality and intensity of postseason hockey take their toll. Injuries happen, slumps occur, and having that extra layer of talent, that proven top six forward, can be the difference between a first-round exit and a deep push for the Stanley Cup. The trade market, as we discussed, is currently at a standstill. It's a quiet period, a lull before the storm. But that's about to change. As the season progresses, as more separation emerges between the genuine playoff contenders and the teams destined for the lottery, the market will inevitably open up. Teams will declare themselves buyers or sellers, and that's when the real action begins. The Canadiens, with their healthy roster, their promising young core, and their strategic cap space, will be perfectly positioned to pounce. They're not just waiting. They're observing, analyzing, and preparing to strike when the iron is hot. This isn't just about adding a player. It's about adding the right player at the right time to maximize their chances for a deep playoff run. The patience we're seeing now is a calculated gamble, a strategic pause before what promises to be a very active and exciting period for the Montreal Canadiens. So, what do you think? Is this strategic patience a stroke of genius? Or should the Canadiens be more aggressive in their pursuit of a top six forward? Do you believe Kadri or Wennberg is the right fit? Or is there another player out there the Habs should be targeting? We want to hear your thoughts, your insights, your passion. Drop a comment below and let us know your take on the Canadiens' trade strategy. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the heart of the hockey trade market, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more exclusive news, analysis, and unfiltered opinions. Your support helps us bring you the stories that matter most.